Hey, what is going on, everybody? Sorry I'm a little late tonight. Had to have a little dinner, had to set everything up, and had to wait for good old Chippy here to dry. Can't do a show without the Chippinator. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Somber music. I don't know if I still have Christmas music on there. I was hoping there's Christmas music on there because there are a couple surprises on tonight's show. Yay. Good stuff. Let's see who is here. Bud, what's going on? Benny, GB, Derek, what's up? Phil, Spence, good to see you, sir. Let's see, Gil, Phil, Donnie, what's up, Donnie? What's up, Eric? Taking time away. Eric, you actually used the goofy emoji. Taking time away from your speed build. I see. What's going on, Jim? What's up, Shu? Tom? We got a bunch of the regulars here. So yes, we added 4 new emojis. We got Kyle, and that's thanks to Joe, Mad Genius Productions. Then we got a little airbrush. We got 7 of 9, thanks to GB, and Shu suggested the minion at the end. So we got a bunch of new ones. There's I think 9 altogether. If we get more members, we can get more emojis and all that other good stuff. What's going on, Dan? So we have a new little setup. We're using the A6100 over here, which is nice. We got a bigger, wider shot, I think, here. Yeah, you can pretty much see the whole background now instead of me all zoomed up on you. So I had to wait. We did a test run last night on it. A few guys showed up there. So that worked out well. We knew everything was working. Last night I thanked the person. Well, I don't want to say the person's name because I don't know if they want me to say their name or not. But you know who you are if you're watching. I thank you very much for the Elgato Camlink 4K, because without that thing I can't do the live stream with the new A6100, and I'll get into the story. Whoa, yeah, that's the mic. That is the Samsung professional USB microphone. This is the one that I got after my other microphone had died. So this is a very nice microphone. Not too expensive either. So anyway, last night I was telling the story about the A6100, and I'll tell you how I got it. It was a Christmas present, but how I got the Christmas present, I wasn't expecting this thing at all, was Kenny Jr. decided to go into my wallet while I was taking a nap, stole my Best Buy card, gave it to Kelly, and they got the camera. So basically I got the thing for myself. So that's how we got the new A6100. So we have actually 2 cameras. What I did, I got lucky. The cords came in today that I needed. I got a 10-foot USB extension cord. So this way I could put the camera on the main desk over there, because now I can't move this one around. But you'll see the difference between the 2 cameras. Just a regular webcam, and this is a mirrorless DSLR cam. So this is the mirrorless we're on now. And then if I go over to the reviews, now we could go over to the bench. That is the Logitech webcam. It's supposed to be 1080, but it's very, very grainy. And what you see on the bench there, hopefully my microphone is on. Yes, my microphone is on. Is the 500D helicopter. Excuse me. That Benny had sent over to me. So we're both going to be building this helicopter, which is a very nice little helicopter. I do plan on lighting it up. There's supposed to be lights on the front of the skids, a red and green for the port and the other side. I can't think of it right now. Port and starboard sides. And then there's a really small light at the tail all the way back at the end that you'll never get any of those 3 lights in on this kit. So I won't be doing those or the backlight. There's a spotlight on the front that I'll be putting in, a strobe underneath, and I'm going to take a little artistic license on this kit, and instead of putting the strobe all the way on the back tail, I'm going to put the strobe on top of the right where the motor mount is. I'll put it up there and have a little flasher on there. So I will have some lights in this little guy. The Ford is done. The Ford 32 Ford is done. So that's in the case, trying to stay dust free, but no matter what I do, it gets dust on it. I took some pictures. If you want to see the completed build, that's over on the community. Tomorrow or Friday, there'll be a full video up with a review of the kit as it's as it's doing its thing on the little spinny spin thing. Oh, I see why Kenny needed to clean his chippy apparel. New camera could see all the cat hair. You could still see all the cat hair on this thing. I got cat hair maxes all over me. When I go into the bedroom, Max just wants to be picked up, and I get white hair all over me. That cat sheds like crazy. Make sure he earns what you paid for. Well, it's my camera, so I'm not too worried about that. Now I gotta hope for overtime. I have to get Bill to make me some decals. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun build. Hey, what's going on, Fred? Stormy, Georgia. Actually, it's pretty warm up here in Jersey today. I just had the garage door open. It's 45 degrees out, so it's pretty nice out there. But before I go any further, let me what's up, Sluggo? Let me go through this to thank all the people that are members of the channel. If you don't know what we're talking about, up on the front page you'll see a little join button, and if you want to help the channel out monetarily, you can. You don't have to. Not forcing anybody to do any of that. It just helps out with running the sites and all the other good stuff we do. So thank you to the 300-pound leprechaun, Bud, Rascals Hobbies, Jason Lang, Dana Magic, GB's Model Zone, Starbase 1138, Spruce Surgeon, White Glove Models, Ostrich Longneck, Mad Genius Productions, Donnie Doherty, Michael Lawler, Benny, Fubar Model Yard, TCP, Tom, Richard, Mark Shue, Bob Bruce, Gil, Modeler X, Sci-Fi Model Shop, Christopher Colvin, Jack Parker, Top, Buckman's Model Mania. If you missed his show last night, Tuesday nights is Buck's live stream. PJC 2.0, Phil, Omar, Chris K, Jalen, Shane Mandeville, and Mr. Spencer Wolf. Thank you all for helping out the channel and letting us do all the things we do on the sites and everything like that. So this is the last week for the 2021 group builds. Got to get them to me because I plan on not this weekend, but what we'll do is from now until next Saturday, I'll set up the stream so we can do a live stream of all the finished group builds. Hopefully I can get all those into me, and then from now until next Saturday too, or probably the following week, I'll try to find as many of the Madi stuff I can, get them on the main site, and then we're going to put the vote up on the forum, and that'll be the second Saturday of January. So we'll vote on the final Madi contest, who the winners are of that. We'll get that done. Thank you, Fred. I think it's just because I have it in front of me. I've had this mic for a while, and usually it's way off to the side over here. I usually didn't have it in front of me, but because where the camera is now, it's on a tripod. I actually had to move my PC to the side, so if you keep seeing me looking this way, it's to see what you guys are saying, and then I'll look back towards the camera. The next thing actually up for this guy is, because you'll hear me do this and stuff, banging into the table, is getting the shock mount for it and the little boom arm so I could have it this way, and it'll be a little bit out of the way. Space Loot's not working. All right, you guys see, nobody tested it. Hold on, let me shut it off and turn it on, because we know how Streamlabs is. Streamlabs can be no fun. Yeah, if you have any finished group builds for 2021, get them over to submissions@hobbylinkinternational.com. I got to go over to that email and get a lot of things done out of there, get those up there, because I want to have the live show of next Saturday with all the group builds you guys did. And like I said, we're changing up group, no more Madi or Chippy Awards or anything like that. Next year, we're just going to have group builds, and we'll give out prizes and stuff for the people that finish in the group build, and that'll all be voted on by the community. You guys get to vote on everything. No more judges. We vote on our own stuff. It's all safe and secure on the forum, because it's just people that are registered. So you're going to have to invite your modeling buddies over. Tell all the modeling guys, come on over. Check the Space Loot now. Check this up. I see the Space Loot's working now. I'll add some Space Loot for the 5 minutes we lost. The new camera added 10 years. Thanks a lot, Chris. I'm sure it added a lot more than 10 years. Got a new webcam for my channel for Christmas and wanting to upgrade my mic as well. This is an excellent mic, Fred. It's a Samsung G-Track Pro. I think it's $125, or that's what I paid for it. It might be a little less now. It's It's USB, so you don't have to worry about a mixer or anything like that. It's got three different positions on it. It's got figure 8, so if you have somebody with you, they could talk. It's got omnidirectional, so it'll pick up everything. And then what I have it on now is cardioid, so it just picks up from the front of the mic, and then if there's any type of noise behind me, it reduces that a lot. And it's a pretty hefty sucker too. It's a very nice microphone. Glad I was going to pick up a Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti is good too, but this one had better reviews, so I went with this. And also this one, if anybody plays musical instruments, on the back of this guy is you got your headphone jack, so you don't have to buy a separate headphone with a microphone. You can actually plug your headphones in here and use the mic so you can hear what you're saying. And say you play electric guitar or something like that, it has a port in here so you can do your guitar thing. Yes, indeed. There's Space Loot is on. Space Loot is on. I'll have to add like 5 to everybody. This way we make up for that. So yeah, the group builds. I'm gonna go over the new group builds for next year. That all starts this Saturday coming up, right? This Saturday is January 1st, I think, because Monday's the 3rd. I'm heading back to work. Eric, you can't message me on my phone while the show's going on. I have no sound on the phone. I shut the sound off. So let's look at the calendar. But thank you for letting me know. Yeah, Saturday's the 1st, so Saturday you guys get to start doing your group builds. I'm going to start on mine. I got to figure out what paints and stuff I need for that guy. And I'm going to start on that one, see everything I got to do. It's not just going to be the helicopter. There is a little, hey, what's going on, Joe? Good to see you. Eugene, what's going on? Thank you, Eugene. So we'll get on that. I'll be doing a little extra with that build. Hey, all, I will be putting up a poll on what 2 of the 5 are. Yeah, Bud's actually, we're going to go over January's giveaway. January is going to be planes. And I'll show you the planes that we're giving away and who sponsored them and all that other good stuff. Left Coast Joe. I'm waiting for Joe to say free Kyle. Free Kyle. If you know Joe, oh, you were here. You seen we have the free Kyle emoji. This way we can put Kyle up there. That's all Joe's fault. There it is. Joe's got it. The special, for anybody that doesn't know, if you are a member of the channel, you get a little chippy behind your name. So anybody with a chippy on there, that shows up for live streams, that shows up on comments. It changes colors in the background the longer you're a member. No helicopters, bud, just planes. I want to do a helicopter one a different time. And then we have the names are green for members, and members get to use the special emojis. So we have 9. He's multiplying. We have, hey Jazzy, what's up? Matt B. So we have 9 right now. The more people we get, the more emojis I can make. How about jets? Jet is a plane. A jet is a plane. Difference between a helicopter and a plane, but a jet is a plane. Free Kyle, Fred, free Kyle. I like how that's taken over the stream. That is funny. That is funny. There's a plane group build. Not this year. Not this year. I'm going to actually go over the group builds right now because these start on Saturday. Actually, this one started on May the 5th. This is the Star Wars group build. So this started May the 5th. And I think in the rules it ends May the 2nd. 1st or 2nd. This way on May the 4th. This one we have a live stream. We have a live stream for all the group builds to show off everybody's builds. May the 4th will be the end for this one and the live show. So we got the Star Wars one already began. The Halloween one already began. And if you're new here too, we don't do short group builds. The crazy guys, some of the crazy guys are in here that are doing a speed build at the end of the year, but not me. He's got the real thing. He's got the real Kyle. I couldn't do a 48-hour build or a speed build. I would just go crazy because I'm just too picky with my models, and I couldn't do it. So the Halloween one started on November 1st, the day after Halloween, and you got all year to do that. And then coming up, this one is the Chippy Open. So out of all the group builds we have, I think there's 11 in total. If there's nothing you like there and you and your friends want to build something else, the Chippy Opens where you guys can all build together and have fun and post it up over there. I don't know how you guys speed build either. My hat's off to them. My hat's off to them too, because I can't do that speed build. It would drive me crazy. And then we got the TV and movies group build, and this is anything in TV and movies. Anything you've seen in any movie or anything you've ever seen on TV. So like I keep saying, it could be a TV show, it could be cartoons, it could be a TV commercial, it could be a made-for-TV movie, anything. So if you find something from that, you just got to let it post up where it's from, and then you start your build. And I'll show you guys where all this stuff goes on the form and where you can find all the rules. And then we got the tall ships group build. That one is all tall ships. That one's going to be, thank God for a year for the guys that are doing that one. No, there's only certain things that you would find in that movie there, Matt. And that's old. Get with the times. There's better movies than that. And that's no adult movies. We got the Star Trek group build. Anything from Star Trek. And actually with Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica, I got to get a pop filter too for this thing. What about me, myself, and I build? For the Star Wars and Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica, I think I did it for all three. We added into that what if. So say you want to take Romulan Bird of Prey and make it a Federation ship, you can, as long as it falls in the Star Wars, Star Trek, or Battlestar Galactica realm. Or even if you design your own ship, like Pablo on the forum designed his own Battlestar Galactica ship. I think he's doing Cylon markings on it. As long as it's got the markings and stuff like that, it'll be cool to fall in there. It just gives everybody a little extra option while they're doing their group builds. Then we got the helicopter group build. This one's pretty popular. This one I did the 48-hour build this year, and I did a restoration build for a glue bomb. Gosh darn. See, I can't do that, man. I just can't do it. No way could I do a 48-hour build. The helicopter build, I showed you the helicopter I'm going to be building. And the good thing about having another camera over the bench, we can do Wednesday night unboxings too. And then we got the figures group build. Any type of figure, military, fantasy, civilian, you name it, as long as it's a figure, it could be in there. What if a bird of prey crossed galaxies, lost in space, and ended up meeting a Star Destroyer? There you go. There you go. As long as it has Star Wars markings on it. Hey, if you take two ships and kit bash them from each genre and then put it in there, as long as it has one of those series markings on it, we're good to go. We are good to go. Just makes it a little more fun. Then we got the Cars of the 50s group build. I'm going to be building the 51 Chevy Fleet Line, and that's by AMT, and that's another one of Jesse's cars that Bud gave me. Don't forget the post-Christmas Kenny Can Hang speed build. I already talked about that, Chris. I come bearing bad news. Despite that, hope you and the fam are amazing holiday and even more wonderful New Year. Sadly, the Rona. Dom. I hope everybody's okay at the house. I hope you guys had a good Christmas before the vid hit you guys. So I hope you're all taking care of yourselves and make sure you get better soon, Dom. Tell the family I said hello, and we shall see him sometime in the new year. But make sure you take care of yourselves. Don't do nothing crazy. Just get at home and rest up. Finished my Unified Content Creators YT40 Ford last night. Final video coming out Friday. Sweet. I'll probably have my Ford 32 coupe there on Friday too. So we'll have multiple finishes going up, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we got the Cars of the 50s group build, which is a cool build. Now that I'm building cars again. Here's the Battlestar Galactica group build. I know Dirk is very, very excited about this one. He wants to get in on this. And then we have the Armor of World War II group build. Now mine for this is interesting because it's my Secret Santa, so it'll be my Secret Santa build, which is fine if you use it for two group builds, because sometimes they cross over anyhow. But mine came from, I know who my Secret Santa is. Mine came from Gil. So it's, I don't know what I did with it. It's down here somewhere. Oh, here it is. I'll grab it. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm doing for the Armor of World War II group build, and it's a Canadian tank. It's the Canadian Cruiser Ram Mk2 early production. Now, this actually didn't fight in World War II. I was reading a little bit about it, and Gil told me about it too. This was actually a training tank for the British during World War II, and it also, if I remember right from what Gil said, this also brought troops up to the front line and stuff like that. So even though it didn't fight in World War II, it was a tank during World War II, so that's cool too, if you find something like this. So I thought this was different. You don't see, you're going to see a lot of Tigers, you're going to see a lot of Shermans and stuff like that. So I'm definitely passing up on my Stug, or Stug, however you say it, and we're going to move over to the Canadian tank, and we're going to do this little bad boy, which is nice. Which is very, very nice. Did anyone do a kit of Harrison Ford's 55 Chevy from American Graffiti? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I'm crazy. I ended up with second-degree burns. My wife despairs. Oh, yeah. I've grabbed the soldering iron at the wrong place. Crap, I'm in like 4 group builds. Helicopter, Armor of World War II, 50s, and Chippy Open. See, the good thing, though, Joe, is we have a full year to build everything. Hey, Charlie Mack, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing well, sir. I'm going to try to get as many as I can. Kenny, would the World War II armor then be anything that was produced from 1930 to 45, even if it didn't see action like it? Yes, as long as it falls into the World War II category. Same thing with that Canadian tank. It didn't fight in the war. It was used as a training thing. So as long as it was during that time period, you can put it in there. That would be cool. It mixes things up so we don't see like 22 Tigers and 57,000 Shermans, because I'm sure those will be big builds. Hey, what's going on, Shane? Hey, congratulations, bud, on hitting 7,000 space loot. Yeah, that Green Phantom was awesome. I love the shiny coat on that thing. That was really, really cool. Hey, what's going on, Jack? That was nice. So we got the armor. Oh, and that's it. Those are all the group builds. So before I jump into, you know what? I'll do the January giveaway. And then I'll show you. Do I want to do that? I don't know if this starts over. It might start over. Actually, you know what? Let me do this first. Where is HobbyLink International? Annual group builds. Group builds over here. Let's go over to computer. There we go. All right, guys. So if you come to hobbylinkinternational.com, you go over to the menu, annual group builds. The first one down is group build rules. Just click on that, and it'll have all the rules for each group build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So each one is basically pretty much the same exact rules, because they all start on the same date and all end on the same date. You got a year to do them. There's a link to where you submit your photos at. There's a link for the main site. Why I have a main site link up there, I don't know. And there's also a link to the community. And I put multiple links in here to same stuff. This way you don't miss it. Then you got your dates. And the live show for all the group builds will be held in January 2023. Each one of these pictures at the bottom and at the top I specifically make so you guys don't have to worry about making a thumbnail if you make thumbnails for YouTube. So these are all 1280 by 720. So if you're doing videos for your group builds and you want to use the cover photos, by all means just come over here, right click on them, save the photo, and they're already pre-made for you, so you don't even have to worry about making those. The other thing we do ask, and it's down in the rules, I thought I might have to go fix that up. No, it's down here. If you are making videos, in your description, hashtag them HobbyLink International. If you hashtag them HobbyLink International, they're going to go to the hashtag HobbyLink International. So when you're on YouTube, you can just, in the search bar, hit hashtag HobbyLink International, and that'll bring you to all the videos that anybody has hashtagged HobbyLink International. So right now I know I do it, Spence does it, Kalen does it, Mike Lawler does it. I've seen a couple others. There's 2 more on there. And then with the group builds, it's easier for everybody to find them, especially if they miss a notification, because we know YouTube is not the greatest on notifications. They are not the greatest at all. I miss a lot of notifications, and then I got like, then later in the day, there's like 20 sitting on the little bell, and I go scrolling through. I'm like, oh, look, Joe put up a video. Oh, look, Charlie put up a video. I didn't know Fred had a Christmas video. I just saw Fred's Christmas video today. So I don't trust YouTube and their notification system. How do we put in a video into HLI? You on the forum, Ron? You can't put videos on the forum if that's what you're asking. It eats up too much server space. So you can't do that. All you can do, hey, what's going on, Ben? All you can do is take the link from YouTube and post the link so people can see your videos. If you want to add a hashtag into your description so it falls into the HobbyLink International hashtag where everybody can find your videos, you can do that too. Okay. Oh, it did stay on. The January giveaway. So let me see. Did this thing change over yet on the main screen? Nope. There it is. Okay. We are going to go over what the January 2020 giveaway is. So now how this works is, any of our new guys, the longer you watch a live stream, the more space loot you make. So for every 15 minutes you watch a live stream, you get 5 space loot. In an hour, you'll make 20 space loot. And you use that fictitious currency of space loot. And it's called Space Loot because we were a sci-fi channel at one point and all that good stuff, but we kept the name Space Loot. So the last Saturday of every month, we have a giveaway. If you have enough Space Loot, you can buy raffle tickets. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost you any shipping. And we do a raffle. So you use the Space Loot to buy raffle tickets. Every 10 Space Loot gets you 1 raffle ticket. So if you have 100 Space Loot, you could get 10 raffle tickets. If you have 10 Space Loot, you get 1 raffle ticket. But every time we do a giveaway, I go over the whole thing anyhow, just for anybody that's new here. But that's how it works. But in January, we're going to be giving away a few planes here, and I know Bud Bucksbaum in the chat here has a poll going on the community. He's going to be adding 2 more planes to the giveaway. So let me go over the giveaway. This is for January. The first plane up is sponsored by our own Benny Free Kyle Fubar Model Yard. That's right. Benny sponsored the 1/144th scale B-52H Stratofortress. So this is one of the kits that we'll be giving away. Awesome. You know, you think 1/144th scale, you're thinking small. No, this thing is big. I like the size of it. It'd be a nice display. Up next this is sponsored by GB Model Zone. I don't know if I've seen GB here. Oh, there he is. There he is. And this is the Spitfire Mark 9C, the late version. This is an Edward kit. That one's a 1/72nd scale. That one's a 1/72nd scale plane. So that's a cool plane. Very, very nice. Hey, I see Goofy. I see Goofy Top. See, you were buying groceries just like I was the other day. Next up is another Edward kit, and this one is, I like this plane because I like the marking on the side. This one's the Spitfire F Mark 9, and this one is in 1/48 scale, and it's another Edward kit, but I for some reason I really like that marking on the side. Upstate Scale Modeling, what's going on? This one's by GB2. Next up is another kit by GB, so thank you very much, GB. And this one is the BF109G-6AS, and this is another 1/48 scale kit. So that's 3. That's 3, 5. We're going to have 7 actually for January to give away. And next up is HobbyLink International sponsored one. This is the 1/48 scale Corsair. This is the birdcage version. So Hobby Link International is sponsoring this little guy here. So that's 4 out of the 5. And then we're going to have to update this for when we go over this again Saturday or next Wednesday. No, we'll have to update it next Wednesday because Bud's thing is going to the 1st, I think. Yes, thank you very much, Benny and GB, for sponsoring. And thank you very much, Bud, for sponsoring also. And the next one coming from Hobby Link International will be an F14 Alpha. And this one is in 1/72nd scale, and it's a Hasegawa. So you can build this little guy up. Me want the Corsair. What's going on, Chris? Thank you. Actually, exactly. Thank you, everybody. The only 140 in your stash, and you put it in giveaway. No, actually, not true. I have a 148 scale Douglas A1H Sky Raider, Ben. I got a Sky Raider in 148 scale, so I do have one that's in 48 scale. I think the other planes. Oh, is that Grumman? I got an old Grumman. I think that one's in 48 scale too, a biplane. So I got a couple in there, not many. I think it's only 2. So that's it. That's what we're giving away so far. So that's 5. We're going to be adding 2 more, so we'll have 7. Hey, Gadgetron, what's going on, Ken? Good to see you. So we'll have 7 in total to give away at the end of January. Remember, it's the last Saturday of every month we have a giveaway, unless something really serious goes on here where I can't make it, and then we'll have the giveaway the following Wednesday night. So next up, ooh, look at this. A little surprise is coming up from Mad Genius Productions. That would be Joe. And it's kind of an HLI giveaway part 2. So Joe was kind enough to have a Christmas giveaway also. And part of the giveaway was if you registered over at Hobby Link International, you actually were put into the giveaway. And Joe actually, he did the giveaways, and which was funny that I won one of the giveaways. I wasn't expecting it. And again, that's a notification I missed. And I went scrolling through, and I found that guy Joe is a jerk. Don't trust him. I went scrolling through. I was like, oh, look, Joe did the giveaway. I didn't even notice. And I'm watching. Then it comes up to the HLI one, and he's talking. He's like, yeah, Kenny's in here too. Figured I put him in here. Imagine he won. He shows you his phone, does the random generator thing, and sure enough, number 9 pops up, and that's me, and he starts laughing. I immediately started laughing as soon as I saw it. I was like, no freaking way did I win. But yeah, I know I'm one of you guys. I never win anything, but thank you very much, Joe. So tonight, right here on the live stream, I have the names of the people that were in that giveaway. We're going to do that tonight. So we're going to I'll show you the Wheel of Death with everybody's name on it. That's in Joe's giveaway. I'll spin the wheel. We'll see who wins that, and Joe will be giving away this guy here. It is a 1/25th scale Pontiac GTO convertible by AMT. That is a nice car. I would like to actually have that car in real life. That would be very, very cool. Hey, what's going on, Scott? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, my Christmas was very well. But thank you, Joe, for doing what you did for HLI and doing the giveaway for the guys. So tonight, after we go through a couple more things here, that's the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Wheel of Death, and we're going to spin it with the names Joe gave me, and we'll see who pulls this out. And now you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but everybody that's been on HLI for a long time knows that Christmas is the biggest time of year for me, Kelly, the kid, and the family like that. So once Christmas Day is over, literally on the 26th, I put up the Secret Santa again for people to sign up for the Secret Santa. And a couple days after that, I get prepared for next year's Christmas giveaway. I'm kind of like Santa Claus. I do it once a year. It's like if you ever watch Santa Claus coming to town, I can't do it all the time. So we only picked one night a year, and that's Christmas night. So up next is the Hobby Link International Christmas giveaway for 2022. And no, it's not the pretty young lady that's on the cover there, or the pretty young lady that just came into the garage, which is Kelly.
I just saved you.
From who?
Because your mother-in-law opened up Kenny's box of toys and she thought it was the great stuff.
What was she going to do?
She's gonna come in here and spray you with it.
Nice.
I said he's doing a show. Okay.
Nice. Nanny thought she found Kenny's fart spray and was going to come in here and fart spray the room. So anybody that's new too, Kelly has just entered the premises. Everybody's yelling hello at you, Kelly. So yes, we have the Christmas giveaway getting ready already for next year. And here's what we're going to be giving away. We are going to be giving away John Dennett's to match this year's Scrooge. We're going to be giving away John Dennett's Jacob Marley. Again, he's 1/5 scale or 1/6 scale, and he'll be going out to all the winners. Oh, I moved my control, and something popped up that I didn't want to pop up, and that popped down. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll run through the pictures of Jacob here. It's a very nice looking. Very, very nice looking sculpt. He's hefty. He's solid resin. Sculpted very, very well. Bye, Kelly.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Space Pirates.
Kelly said goodbye, Space Pirates. So here he is. There's a ton of pictures. He's actually, if you want, you can go over to the Hobby Link International main site, the Secret Santa. This is there, so you can check all this out. Right now, these will be giving away 5 again. So these are the gifts unless anybody gets in on them and adds more gifts to it. And already we have the Secret Santa up on the main site. So if you want to get in on the Secret Santa, I keep looking at the computer like I'm talking to you and forgetting that the camera's over here. If you want to get in on the Secret Santa, you have to be a registered member of the site, and then you sign up for it, and we do the gift swap every year, which works out very well. I'm not going to say who, but this year actually, I do it with the same thing, the Wheel of Death, the random name picker to match up names with people. And this year, somebody actually got the same person they got last year, which is crazy. I didn't keep last year's stuff. It's not like taxes where I keep it. I just, the next year I just do it again. So that'll be the Secret Santa for next year. So anyway, let me go over to the computer. And here's the wheel of names. And these are the names that Joe gave me. So we're gonna do a little spinny, and whoever wins the car, Joe's gonna ship this out to you. The only thing is, if he doesn't have your address, you're gonna have to get him your address, and this way he can ship it to you, because if he doesn't have your address, he's not gonna be able to ship it to you. So let's shuffle this up a couple times, because we'll put the names in there, and here we go. Let's do that HLI Mad Genius Productions giveaway. Thank you very much, Joe, for doing this. Clicky. Let the wheel go. And let's see who's going. Is it going to be Steve Gusky? Yes, it is. Steve Gusky. And the thing's clapping too. Congratulations on the Christmas present from Mad Genius Productions, and thank you very much, Joe, for doing that. That is pretty awesome of you. Very, very awesome of you. So we'll go back over to here. So I don't know if you have his address, Joe. I have it. I don't have his address, but we'll keep his name. This way you know who you're giving away to. Way to go, Steve. Now, for those of you that remember when I used to show you things on the old camera, I was like all the way up like this. And you see that camera just stays focused the whole way in and out. Now we got the big thing. But when I would show you something, you got to be a paying member for this. For what, Sluggo? Any giveaways you don't have to be a paying member for. I don't charge anybody for anything. We do promote that we take donations. We have members that join the members, but we don't force anybody to join. It's out of the kindness of their heart to help with keeping the site up and getting things for the site and doing stuff like this. That's what that's for. But we don't say, hey, you got to pay money to get into a raffle or a drawing or a Christmas giveaway. The only thing with the Christmas giveaway, though, there are stipulations to that. It's not a YouTube giveaway, Sluggo, because YouTube gets 11 giveaways during the year. They get January through November. For the Christmas giveaway, the big giveaway, You have to be a registered member on the community. You have to be an active member on the community. So like anybody that was a red shirt didn't get into the drawing because they don't use the community. So what I'm thinking of doing this year too is, because there were a lot of recruits this year, we're going to bump it up to make sure that we know who was using the site this year. We're going to bump it up, and we use Star Trek ranks as just something to have fun with. The more you post, the more rank you get. But what we're going to do this year is you're going to have to achieve Specialist First Class to be in the Christmas drawing. And I'm not going to tell you how many posts you have to make, but it's not a crazy amount of posts to reach Specialist First Class. It just shows that you're using the site. And the Christmas giveaway is a way that me and Kelly decided is a good way to give back to as many people. I mean, we give away sometimes 5 to 10 gifts, but we give as much back as we can at the end of the year to the guys that are, using the site. We give them all a fair chance to get in on a raffle. The wheel I just spun, that's a free thing. Hey Joe, what do you got? Don't need. So anyway, as I was saying, the old camera wouldn't focus on these. I kind of got to block my face. So this is the bust of Jacob Marley, and you can see his ghostly face. He's got his eyes sculpted in there. This thing is a sweet sculpt, and actually once we get to the back, you can see he's got his bald spot back there. There's no way the other camera could have picked up the detail that this one does. It was all blurry, so thank you guys for putting up with that camera for the longest time. But this is going to be the Christmas present coming up December 2022. So 5 of these will be going out again. And then during the year, I'll probably get the Tiny Tims. And then I know this year he's coming out with he's supposed to be coming out with the 3 spirits, but if he doesn't, he'll be coming out with at least one for the next 3 years. So we'll be giving away Christmas stuff. Yeah, the sculpts are amazing on this. What's equivalent to SCPO in Star Trek rank? What is an SCPO? That does not sound like Army rank to me. Is that a Sacramento police officer? South California police officer? South Carolina police officer? Trying to figure out the SCPO. I was only a lowly E4 with my sham shields in the Army. So I made it high enough where I had responsibility that I could pass on to other people. And I was ranked high enough where I can get out of a lot of duty and sham my way through the rest of my time in the Army. E4 was a great rank to have in the military. Awesome rank to have in the military. An old frog. Look at that. Ow! Actually have Tiny Tim coming this week. I don't know what the Star Trek ranks are really equivalent to. I think they went Senior Chief Petty Officer. There you go. Actually, one of the Star Trek ranks we have is a Senior Chief Petty Officer. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. Here, you know what? I'll tell you real quick. We'll go over here. We'll go over to the community. We'll go down to John Hunt just joined. We'll go over to help. We'll go over to trophies. Now this is just for fun, the ranks. So you start off as a red shirt, and then you go to recruit, specialist second class, specialist first class, chief specialist, petty officer, chief petty officer, senior chief petty officer, master chief petty officer, and then you go warrant officer, chief, master warrant officer, and then you go into the funny thing, I don't know about you other military guys. Some guys saluted the warrant officers in the infantry. We didn't. It's kind of messed up, but we walked right past them. How you doing, sir? I don't know if I don't remember if you're supposed to salute them or not, but we didn't salute them. Then you go into cadet before you become an officer, midshipman, ensign junior grade, ensign, lieutenant junior grade, lieutenant commander, and then captain, and then fleet captain, commodore, rear admiral, vice admiral, admiral, and fleet admiral. Those are all the Star Trek ranks. So that's so they do have a senior chief petty officer. This is not how many posts you got to do, the 0, 10, 20, 30. That's how many points you earn from reaching that rank. Again, the points mean nothing. You can't do with them anything with them. It's just one, it's to have fun, you know, okay, you did so many posts so you get move up in rank. And second, it's a way from me and the other guys on HLI to keep track of people that are actually using the site. So like if I go over to registered members, you can actually see people are recruit. Barney, he's still red shirt. Battleship Historian, 0 messages, still a red shirt. So we can see who's using it. Bob's a specialist, second class. So that's how it goes. Let's go over to the forums real quick too while I'm here. For anybody that's joining up and you want to put your group build builds on the community, how it works is anybody can get in the group builds. You don't have to be registered on the site. If you're registered on the site, you can post your work on the site so everybody can check it out. And if you have any problems or anything like that, we can help you out. Number 2, those people that get voted on for, basically we're going to have prizes for probably first, second, and third place of each group build. Only the people that are registered on the community will be able to get in for the prizes that we'll give away for the top 3 of every group build. And that gets voted on by the community members. So you got all your regular forms down here. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, this is where all of the group builds will be. And we did annual group build model showcase. This is in every one. So when you're done with your group build, what I did with my Ford is, the Ford is here in the Civilian Emergency Service model showcase. So I just put my Ford in here. I grabbed the link, and on my main thread of the build is where I put this link to tell people to come over. This way everybody can see, if they just want to see the finished build, they can just see the finished build. But then I have all my pictures. So if you guys want to see the Ford real quick before the video of it, look, I messed up. By eye, you can't tell that this tire's a little crooked, but of course the picture showed it right up that the the thing is crooked. So I was like, see, even here, you can't really tell. I was like, son of a gun. There were a few things with it, like the body back here didn't meet the fender. I tried using the high boy parts to hide that. You really can't tell it's there unless there's light. But that didn't fit correctly. The body tilts a little bit. I was trying to jam it down. I sanded down the chassis to get it all smooth and level. It didn't fit perfectly, but what are you going to do? To me, it came out nice for a car that I haven't built something like this in 39 years. So I'm very happy with it, and things will get better and better. Let me see if I can find one of the windshield. If I have a picture of the windshield. See, the windshield too was too small. Right at the bottom of the windshield, you can see the gap that's on the windshield. The windshield fit right into this piece, so they made the windshield too short. I did use canopy glue. Even though it dried, it didn't look good, so I had to take a toothpick and gouge that all out. When you're looking at the car, you really can't see it, but in pictures, of course, it picks up everything. Look, all the dust on the car, fingerprints on the car right there. So I got to wipe it down again and get my freaking fingerprints off it. But that's my first build. Pretty proud of it, and we'll just do better on the next build. That's all. I do this for fun. I couldn't enter a competition or anything like that. No way. My builds aren't that good at all. I just enjoy building. Been doing it for a long time, and it's just a fun part to me. So anyway, your group builds are down here. Like if you go into the air, land, and sea, that'll have all 3 group builds, and the newest group builds, like the 2022s, they'll all be pinned so you don't lose them. And we just ask everybody to have your build in whatever you're doing. Like all the helicopter group builds, everybody will build together in this one thread. This way, this whole category doesn't get eaten up with different threads all over the place, and then we don't know what we're looking for. So if everybody's building the same spot, we can see everybody's builds and have a good time that way. And then when you're done with the build, like I said, just put it in the group build model showcase, the finished one, grab the link and post it back in there, and then everybody can find your finished build. If you're interested in the Secret Santa and you're a registered member, once you come down here to the annual Secret Santa, and the 2022 is already pinned at the top. And all you need to do, like everybody's doing, Matt put where he's from, what he wants to build, and that's it. And that's all we ask you to do. I gotta yell at Kaylin because I actually had to take one of Kaylin's posts out of here. The only reason I don't want anybody just chatting away in here is because one year I did miss somebody because everybody was chatting in there, and I changed the rule after that. He didn't miss out on the gifts because what I did was I told him me and him will exchange, so I actually had 2 Secret Santas again that year. I always feel bad if somebody misses out. I try, if I can afford it, to take as many Secret Santas as I can personally. So just your name, where you're from. Don't put your home address, just what state you're from. We do states this way. This year we only had one person overseas. One person overseas, one person in Canada. So if we have like 5 or 10 over on the other side of the pond there, then we try to match those guys up. This way they don't have to worry about VAT, customs, shipping charges and all that craziness. I don't get, cross my fingers, I've never been hit with customs with anything coming this way. Never once have been charged for customs. But that's where your Secret Santa is. So if you have any questions or anything, you can always email me at hobbylinkinternational@gmail.com, or just message me here, the little envelope up here. I'm always on the sites doing something. I'm always around. Where do I want to go? I want to come back here. Okay, so damn it, Kalen, what were you thinking? That's right, we got to yell at Kalen. He doesn't know the rules. There you go. Get rid of that PG rating. Okay, so see, we had a bunch of people leave. Hopefully they're not going to miss out anyhow. Looks amazing, King. Great build, especially for the first car in 30 years. Yeah, almost 40 years, Joe. You believe that? The last car I definitely built was around 10 or 11, so it's been a long time. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for the encouragement, during the build and everything like that. The kit beat me in a few ways, but I beat it back, so I call it a draw between me and that kit. The hoses, I left the hoses off the car just because the hoses, I couldn't get them in right, and they weren't fitting properly. So I said, you know what? I don't have wires on the engine or anything like that. Nobody's gonna miss the couple hoses on there. It came out pretty damn good for my skill set with cars. I definitely plan on building more cars. I actually really enjoyed it, and now it'll add to. I'm gonna need different shelves for cars. But the one good thing I noticed about cars, they're small, and I don't want to build a diorama out of them. So I could fit more cars on a shelf than I can military stuff. Because once I start on a military kit, for some reason I want to build a base, I want to build a diorama, and all that other good stuff that goes with it. Yo, Hobby Mike, what's going on? NY 3D Creations, good to see you. Time to get wet and sandy, Kaylin. Make them a chicken cutlet, get in the ocean, and then come out and roll in the sand. I like that there's so many military guys in here. And it was funny. It was my wife or Kenny that asked me when I point at them, why do I give them the knife hand? And I told him, because we point like this in the military because all the blame is on you. If I point at you like this, then some of the blame is on me. It's never on me. It's always all on you. But I still do that. I still do the old knife hand pointing at the wife and the kid. So anyway, here's another big surprise for tonight. Roy Fokker. He won the 1/350 scale TOS Enterprise. Now Roy's a good guy. I messaged him. He messaged me back and says, thank you very much. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. The kit is big. I live in a small place. I have a lot of kits already. He wouldn't be able to display it. So he said to thank you very much for the kit, that we should put it back into the raffle. And tonight we're going to have an after Christmas, another Wheel of Death for... Now the TOS Enterprise is only going to be for people in the States because shipping is ridiculous outside of the United States. So we're going to do that now. We're going to spin the wheel again. Everybody's that has already won is out. So I already removed those names. If by accident I miss somebody and your name does pop up, you're not going to win a second prize for Christmas. So we're going to do the spinny, And somebody can still win the 1/350 scale TOS Enterprise tonight. So Merry Christmas. We all thank Roy. His real name's Russell. We thank Russell for you know, being the good guy that he is. He could have taken it and put it on the shelf, but he knows he can't. No, you can't win. I think I took your name out, Shu. Everybody thank Mark Shu because he's the one that has donated. Send Roy something smaller. I got to figure out. I might send him, get him a 1,000 scale something Enterprise and send that over to him. But everybody thanks Shu because Shu is the man. He's always in on the Christmas giveaways. Like I said, this has to be 4 years in a row that Shu has put something into the Christmas giveaway. So that's pretty awesome. So let's get over to the second wheel of death. Let me make sure I pick the right one because I don't want to X out the wrong one. There's the computer screen. So, are you guys ready? There may be people in here. I know Julian. Hold on. I know Julian's not in the U.S. Donnie's in the U.S. Mike, I'm sorry. I know you're not in the U.S., sir. So we're making your odds better. Bob is in the U.S. Mark's in the U.S. Eric's in the U.S. Ron is. Dirk lives on my street, which is cool. Not on my personal block, but my last name is his street. Modeler Dave, I'm not sure where he's from. Spence is here. O2 Man, not sure. I'd have to find out. So if anybody that's not here, I know he's in England. So as I'm taking names out, your chances are getting better. Omar's down in FL. Scott's in Texas. I don't know where John's from. Ray is not in the States. Gilly's in Canada. We'll go to Canada because Canada, I know what the shipping is for that, and it's pretty much the same as the U.S. It's only a couple bucks more. It's not like going over to England. Hawken is not in the U.S. Dana's in the U.S. Skyray, I think, is in England. Hey, we've got a double D in there. Sluggo, Benny, Matt, Munchkin Man, Shane. Shane's up in Canada. Jalen, Spruce Surgeon's over in the UK. And Pablo, I think, might be in Brazil, but we'll find out. Listen, if I'm not sure and somebody actually is out, we're going to do this for a third time. So, all right, boys and girls, you ready for the next spin of the wheel? This is for TOS 1/350 scale. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Mark Shu, to a very lucky winner today. All right, enough out of me. I'm trying to make it like American Idol, suspenseful. I'm just going to click it and shut my damn mouth. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I like it when it's tighter names. Oh. See, I said Pablo. You know what? Hold on a second, because I am pretty sure Pablo wins is not here. Is not members. Because when he posted in Spanish one time, or in Portuguese, does it say where Pablo is from? We'll spin it again. Oh, Joe, you were so close to a 350. Pablo Sarah. That's the wrong thing. Why is it so hot in this garage? Pablo Sarah. Let's see. Advanced search. Oh, you stupid thing. Search. There you go. About. It doesn't say where he's from. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come to the front here on Q&A because I swear I know he's not from the U.S. and I don't want to. I'm going to go into the back end panel. Shh. That was so close to Joe too. It's like, oh, there's Joe. Aries at hotmail.com. Who the hell uses Hotmail anymore? I'm looking to see today 9:48 registered, valid none, personal details. He's as old as I am. Of course, he didn't put where he's from. We're going to do a little searching. We're going to do a little investigative work while we're sitting here hanging out. We'll do a little Google searching. Well, Google search is email. Okay, I'm not where you can see my computer screen. Okay, let's see if he's part of Facebook. I don't know where Pablo found me from. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. He could have found me from anywhere. Anywhere. And the unfortunate part is Pablo's never on the live streams, so I can't even ask him. And my computer's so slow. Lives in Buenos. Oh. Is that him? Yep. Pablo lives in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So we get to do that again, boys and girls. Again. So tonight is your lucky night. I can't see anything anybody is saying right now, so I'm sorry about that. We're going to go back over to the computer, and it's your lucky night again. It's your lucky night again. Let's take, did I remove Pablo? Let's make sure we remove Pablo. Jason, Shane. Okay. Oh man, it's just crazy we can't get rid of a TOS 1350 scale enterprise. All right. Let's see who wins this time. For the third time we're trying to get rid of this. Bud, Jason Lang. I know Jason Lang lives in the United States and he lives in New York. So congratulations, Mr. Jason Lang, on a 1350 scale USS TOS Enterprise. I think I actually have his address too. Well, that was quite suspenseful. That was fun right there. Is Jason in here? Third time, so I'll take it. I'll take it. That was crazy trying to get rid of a 1350 scale USS Enterprise. That was so close, bud. So close. Look at Joe was so close on the first one, too. Joe was like, just went past his. So congratulations, Jason. I know he's been busy with work and stuff like that. So I'm going to email him tonight. I'm pretty sure I have Jason's. Let me go to Postable. If you guys don't know about Postable.com, if you have problems like I do with keeping addresses and stuff, Postable.com. This isn't a advertisement, but it's a free place where you can set up an address book, and actually you can mail out Christmas cards and all sorts of cards straight from Postable if you wanted to. I don't like their Christmas cards. I just like it so that I can keep everybody's address, especially after we have giveaways and stuff like that. So I do have Jason's. Jason's good to go. Jason, Shu, after the show, I will get you Jason's shipping address, and then, just let me know how much it is to ship that out, and I'll split the shipping costs with you like we said, and we'll be good to go. Yes, congratulations to everybody, and thank you for everybody making this another great Christmas season. This is absolutely my favorite time of year. I am just what's my username and password? My username is I can't say it on the stream. Hey, take care, Eugene. It was good seeing you. Have a great. Well, it's late for you too, because you're over in the UK. So I know it's late for you. Yeah, you were one away, and Joe was one away. So actually, we had a couple winners tonight again. So that was fun. I don't believe how big the January giveaway is going to be. That thing is going to be gigantic. That's the biggest giveaway I think we've had. No, we've given away 10 at Christmas, so this will be the next biggest giveaway. But it's cool. Like I said, we're mixing things up. We're going to go planes, cars, tanks. I'll try to get some ships and stuff like that. Sure you can. We broke the PG rating. So yeah, we're going to do sci-fi giveaways. So the more stuff, please don't say that, bud, because somebody will take that seriously, and then it becomes a big mess. That's one thing I ask you guys, don't joke around when it comes to when we're doing drawings and stuff like that, because somebody will take that seriously, that it's rigged, and it's not rigged. I always show everybody at the end of a live show when we do a drawing how I do the drawing. So, and please don't mess around like that, because there's always, and it doesn't mean it's somebody in the chat. It could be just somebody watching that doesn't chat, and then it just becomes a whole frickin' mess. Send me $1 so I'll tell you how to make $1 million. I remember that old scam. So anyway, what I'm going to do is we're going to jump over to, since I can do this now. Take care, Sluggo. It was good seeing you, buddy. Since I could do this now, and let me make sure the microphone is on. The microphone is on. I can actually, luckily, this microphone cord is about 8 feet long. You're not going to see me, but you'll hear me. And I can't see a word you're saying because the computer's all the way over there. So once I come back to the desk, we'll chat over there. Let me just make sure that I can see my hand is over there. Okay, so this is the, like I said, me and Benny are both going to be building this. Benny's going to be doing a diorama from a movie he sent me, and I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's from like the 70s. So it's a little 1/48 scale Academy police helicopter 500D. Like I said, I'm going to be putting a little strobe light here. There is a strobe here, but I'll show you that on the kit. There's no way you'd ever get a wire to it or put an SMD there. So like I said, I'm going to take a little artistic liberty, and I'm either going to put a flasher at the top here, or I might put it in the middle here. I can't even get it onto the wings or anything there. It's a nice little kit, but I do have more plans for this than just doing the model. So we're gonna do Wednesday night unboxings too, which will be fun to get back to. I gotta get more stuff to unbox though. I gotta add more kits in here. I didn't even open this up yet, Benny. Didn't even open it up. Let's check out the clear parts. Let's check out the clear parts. Now, I don't know how well you're going to see this because this camera is not the greatest. All right, these are not injector pin marks on the windows. Those are the little portholes, I guess, for fresh air or whatever. It's nice and clear. It's pretty clear. Not bad. And this little piece here, it actually comes with a 1/48 scale motorcycle, but I'm not going to be building it for this build. I actually have an idea for the little motorcycle guy. And it's cool that the lights are clear. So you might actually be able to put little SMDs back in here. I got to see what fits in there, and wiring it, maybe light those up. But the windows are nice, very clear. They have on the inside is the raised panel line for the window grids, so that should be fun to mask that little thing off and paint that up. Here's the spotlight down here. That's where I'm going to see if I can get the LED or SMD in there and light that up, and then the two other little lights. Very nice. It shouldn't take long to build this kit. It's a nice little kit. It's not a lot of detail to it at all. You know, the cockpit, the instrument panel is not a cluster. It's a decal or decal for my friends that are over there. Oh, that's right. I did take the body out the other day. This is the little. I'll show you the little motorcycle dude. Motorcycle dude is cool. For Mr. Forever Stuffy over here. I am forever ever stuffy. So you have a 1/48 scale Ponchin John chips guy over here. Got it. The bike comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces or something like that. So it's a nice little bike. You got the little figure. He's not. Hopefully this thing isn't autofocusing like crazy. He's all right in his chest. He's got a little sinkhole in his chest, so he might have a sucking chest wound with that little sinkhole there. But it's a decent character. Not bad for the scale. 1/48 is tiny, so this is Joe. This guy will definitely not be my friend because he's not a skeleton. He has a real face. So me and him are going to be fighting when I paint him up. I'm definitely not a figure painter. All right, let's get into this guy. The body comes in 2 halves. Comes with 2 pilots. The pilots are actually better than, I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. The pilots are actually better than the motorcycle guy. You got your 2 halves, your tail rotor, your seats, your pedals, the propeller shaft over here, a couple doors, floors. Like I said, there's not a lot of detail in this thing at all, which is nice in a way and bad in a way, but it's got enough detail where it'll make a nice presentable kit. So what I'm going to do is I'll tape these guys together. Oh, it looks like there might be a light there too underneath. Oh yeah, right there. See, I didn't see that watching the real one, because I was watching videos last night on this real helicopter and I didn't see a light over there. So that's actually good. I could tape them together, drill that out, put a strobe here, and then figure out what I could do further back. So, because I need one at least on top. So maybe we'll put the one up here and one down here, and we'll have two strobes and the one colored flasher down here. And then the headlamp up here if I can squeeze the wiring into it. So that's nice. That's nice. And it's only 2 sprues, so it's not a lot. This is what I was saying with the skids. You're supposed to have your starboard and port side lights here, the reds and the greens, but there's no way I would be able to thinly cut anything out for wires up the skid or up the pylon here to hold it on. Plus, they have to go at the tip over here, the very, very tip, and there's nothing, you know, I don't even think a Pico or a Nano is that small to fit in there, so I'm not going to be able to do those. Kind of sucks. Nothing we could do about it. As long as I get a couple lights on there, I'll be happy. They have just the plain old sticks, the back panel. Here's our floor. This is our control panel. See, it's just plain old flat plastic, and that's going to have a decal on it. And then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rotor blades. This one looks like it's warping a little bit, so I might have to put that into a little hot water. This is a little warped because the cardboard box is smaller than the pieces, so it sits in there like a little like this. So I may just have to put it in some warm water and get it back to shape. Oh, and here's the tail. There's that last light. There's supposed to be a light right here on the end. It's got a little whip antenna at the bottom. But there's no way you would ever be able to get this out without breaking this. It's totally impossible to get a light back here. So that one I'll just, and which is funny, that's from watching, that's supposed to be a clear strobe light. So I guess I'll just paint it white. I don't even know what color's on the tail all the way back there. It's probably white, so I won't do white on white. But yeah, that won't have a light. But we'll get 3 lights on here. And that is all that is to that little kit. So that's going to be the first one I build during the year. We're going to get on that. It's got the typical instructions. Oh, I don't like that. Look at how the decal's stuck to that. I hope they're okay. Yes, they are. Okay, it's just stuck to the film. Oh man, I don't know if you could see that, but it bubbled up. It bubbled up where all the decals were. See, they give you decals for the side windows, it looks like, and instead of giving you the big window ones up front, you could have put decals on there too. They're fairly thin. They have a lot of overhang, so I'm going to have to cut really close to the squares. The smaller CHP patches, they're not the greatest. You can't even tell those things are CHP patches, but it'll add a little color to the uniform, so that's not bad. The badges look like crap, but those will go on. We'll put them on there. We'll make them look good. We'll do what we got to do. They got 1, 2, 3 registration numbers, the Highway Patrol, CHP. They're not bad. They're not thick at all. They just have a lot of overhang around the decal, so I'll just take my hobby knife and get as close as I can, and we'll do the usual. We'll put down a clear, put them on, clear them over again, and they should be fine. So this should be a fairly quick build for the first part of the build. There will be multiple parts, but that I am not going to tell you what it is. Spence knows. Spence knows because I had to ask him a question. But I'm not going to tell anybody else what's going on until you see me start building it and explaining what it is. So thank you, Benny, for sending this over. This will be a fun buddy build. So I'll be watching what you're doing, and hopefully you watch what I'm doing, and we'll get these guys done together. I'd like to see the diorama that you're doing. Like I said, I can't see what anybody's saying right now till I get back over to the bench, and I can't wait to get rid of this camera here and get a better camera for over there. But that's not for a while. That's not going to be for a while. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? My Q&A. Now we're back. Now we're back over here. Green stuff conductive paint. That's a good idea. Headed to the rack, fellas. Good night, Fred. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that comes and watches me babble on about nothing. Actually, probably Saturday. We'll go back. This Saturday is New Year's Day. If you show up, great. If not, I know some people will be hungover and stuff. Free Kyle. Free Kyle. All right, we're getting Free Kyle shirts made up. I'll talk to somebody about getting a little opossum with his fist up. And we'll have Free on top and Kyle on the bottom, and it'll be a new shirt for the streams. I'm trying to see. Oh, man. Oh, actually, yeah. So what we'll do Saturday. Well, I know Pink Matt Kenny. I didn't even think about it, Shu, putting the pink mat out for the unboxing. Unboxings will always be a pink mat from now on, Shu. You got to remind me if I don't remember. I'll switch it in the middle of the stream. But we're going to do Saturday, because I didn't unbox them. We're going to go back to Saturday voting. If I have enough kits, we're going to vote on this kit for an unboxing next Wednesday. So we'll have at least 3 weeks of unboxings. The movie's Birds of Prey. That's right, because I watched that old movie because she sent me the clip. Oh, Gilly. No working. No working. We'll have this in the vote, the Arcadia. I'm looking at that instead of looking at that. This one, I'm actually going to be doing a buddy build with Richard. I don't know, Richard, if you're watching, we can both start this on January 1-2 if you want to, because both are small kits. This is a 1/2500 scale, and this was a secret. These two were Secret Santas. And then we can do an unboxing of another Christmas present, and this one's from Shu. Thank you very, very much, Shu. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed watching it. And this one's from Shu. So we'll vote on these 3 on Saturday, and we'll start doing Wednesday night unboxings, as many as we can. At least we know we have 3 weeks of unboxings. Yeah, the Arcadia is very cool. The reason I like this one too, it goes along with the Space Pirate theme. I didn't know they have a 1500 scale of this one. I was thinking about lighting this, but the 2500 scale, again, with certain, I looked at it already with certain parts on it. I might be able to light up some of it, but most of it, because of the size, I won't be able to light it up. So after I'm done with this one, I may get the 1500 scale of this and build this up. But yeah, this goes with our theme here of Space Pirates, especially with the big skull and crossbones up front. This is cool. This is definitely a cool little ship. And that's one thing I love about the Secret Santa. You never know what you're going to get, and it adds to the stash. And it also adds to, going out of your comfort zone of building something else that you haven't touched yet. So actually on the side, oh god damn, I didn't know. Come on, focus. Get my face. Whoop, my face out of the way. Maybe it'll focus. There's a big old knife. There it goes. Look at a big old knife that comes out of the front of that thing. I had no idea there's a knife that comes out of there. But this is the side of the package, so we'll be voting on this guy. That is pretty wicked. That is a gigantic knife coming out of there. Holy crow. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, this year I have plans on actually building and finishing models. If I get stuck on anything, what I'm going to do is I'll work on I got a rock. If I get stuck on anything waiting for stuff to dry, what I'm going to do is just take out one of my old Shelf Queens and start working on that instead of another new kit. I actually built more models in the last, from October, because I started Bert at the beginning of October. Between October and now, I built 2 models. That's probably the most models I've built in a year since before all this moving stuff. I haven't done any of those completed things in a long time. So now I got 2 under my belt, and now we're just going to start completing. And that's not a New Year's resolution. I said this once I finished Bert and I finished this one in a row. No more starting other kits until the kit I'm working on is done. So if I have to put it on the side and go play a video game while something's drying or something like that, because then I end up starting too many kits and I end up with the 10 shelf queens I have. So just going to work on one, finish one, work on one, finish one, and that'll be that. Kenny bought a knife to a laser fight. I'm going to look up the 1500 and see. That might be going into the stash. I don't do sci-fi, but that is pretty. Yeah, that thing is pretty. There's a few other cool ones with that. There's a few more ships in that line, and they're really, really cool ships. So I may get a few more of those, but I may bump up to, from what I... Richard has the 1500 scale one, I think he said it is. So I'm pretty sure it's 1500, Joe. But there's a bigger scale than this one. And he's going to be building that one while I build the small one. And I went in reverse on him building. Oh, God. I just may be getting shop another printer. I want a Saturn. Oh, boy. No printers from me. Yeah, that's the plan, Jalen. No more. That's what I did with the Ford. If something was drying, I went upstairs, I hung out with Kelly, I went into the bedroom, and, me and Kenny played Baldur's Gate or something like that. And then, I'd come back. Once it was dry, then I would keep going. So, and it didn't take me, it takes me longer when I'm doing 2 or 3 kits at a time than to finish one kit. The 15, 20 minutes, I got to wait for something to dry. And that's why I I got to go back. I got to get Kelly to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. I'm out of the Instaset for my DAP. I need my Instaset. That helps with gluing a lot, and you're done. So only 10 shelf queens? Yeah, well, come on, Top. We have a shelf queen up there behind the pink mat of the Titanic. That's let's see, me and Kelly are together 25 years next year, so that's a little under 25-year-old shelf queen. So that's got to count for something. That has to count for something. Speaking of finished, so is Boba Fett. Nice, Jalen. Jalen finished her speed build. Awesomeness. Totally awesome. I don't get in those speed builds. So if we do dioramas for our group build, does the dio count in the voting or only the group build subject? If you do a diorama, I would wait. Well, all right, let's do it this way. If there's a diorama group build, then it'll count in the diorama group builds. But if it's just the tanks, the armor of World War II, and you put it in a diorama, the community be told you're just going to judge on the tank itself, not the diorama, because then that's an unfair advantage to everybody that just built a tank. Because if your diorama is outstanding, then everybody's going to pick the diorama. So everybody's got to, be told, just look at the tank. That's all you're voting on, not any of the scenery around it. If you make a plain little base, say like if you have a 1/35 scale tank and you do like a 6x6 base or a 6x4 base just to put it on there with, static grass and a path, to me that doesn't count as a diorama. Diorama to me is if you have that tank, the corner of a building with a street lamp on the side, and down the side is a pack coming at you. That's a diorama. But just to have a tank on a base with some grass or maybe a tree, they're not going to be looking at the diorama or the base on that. They're going to be looking at the tank. But if it's a big diorama, no, that won't count, and it's only going to be what you built. The problem with a diorama group build is I would want to give people at least 2 years on a diorama, because some people go way, way crazy with them. And a year I don't think is enough for most builders. I think a year probably isn't even enough for the tall ships group build, but we're going to have that anyhow. And then, like I said, mid-year we'll end up voting on what next year's group builds are going to be. Diorama builders impress me so much. The vision of detail and all the little things is amazing to me. I'm like, here's some dirt and here's some grass. I love dioramas. It's just I haven't finished anything in so long besides these 2 kits. I do have the diorama for Frankenstein going on. The diorama back here for the Invisible Man. Well, Bert's there. The base, I got to redo the base for Michael Myers. Who else is there? The Grim Reaper. I got the graveyard thing going, which I got to talk to Dana about making a gate for that. So, there's things. I'd have to watch a lot of Luke Towan. Yeah, he does a lot of good stuff. You just have to up the scale on what he does, because he does a lot of he's all trained. What about a tank being shot up by an A-10? Then you can enter it as 2 kits. You guys are a pain in the balls, man. Dioramas are fun. I love dioramas. Top is always trying to start trouble. You know why he's sent you on Facebook? My message is in a little while. We've been busy here. What was I going to say? Dioramas are great fun. Oh, of course Top is always starting up trouble because he's an E7 and he knows we all are underneath him except for top number 2. There's 2 tops we got to watch out for. And the other one's in here too. I think Kevin's in here too. I could have sworn I seen Kevin in here. So we got 2 tops that outrank us, all us lowly enlisted members that are here. How do we vote on what Eric does? I don't know. I don't know. The best explosion scene? The best explosion scene? We gotta figure out. Me? Start trouble? No way. No way. It's not fair that you outrank us top and top. Top 1 and top 2. Towan makes it look very easy, and I love what he does. I love when he makes the cars and the bicycles and everything like that go around. He did the one subway one, which was good, but it kind of, I kind of wanted to like message him, and I don't know what subway it was, and it wasn't a New York City subway, obviously not, because that thing was too clean. I was like, that is not a New York City subway at all. There is a Japanese artist. I cannot remember his name. I'll find him though, and I'll try to post a link to him. But he does vignettes or vinaigrettes, like Joe would say. He does vinaigrettes of like New York City corners, New York City subways, on the train, on the platform, the stairs going down, and they're exactly like what I remember New York City being like in the 70s and 80s, and he does a phenomenal job. If you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm definitely going to go searching. I'll find his stuff, and I'll post a link. This way you could check those out. If you want to see really, really cool, I guess they're more than a vignette. They're a diorama. They're big. So you'll definitely love these things. No, because you'll argue over who's 1 or 2. Nope, can't do it. I want to be prudent at this juncture. Thing 1 and thing 2. I wasn't allowed in the military, so Top could kiss my ass. I was a lowly E3. I was only an E4. I left as an E4. Yes, because we were discussing this last time. I wasn't sure if it was vignette or vignette. So Joe was like, oh, a vinaigrette? Yes, so we're building vinaigrettes now. No more vignettes. We'll build vinaigrettes. Vinaigrettes are good, man. Vinaigrettes are good. All right, boys and girls. I've had you on here for an hour and a half of usual. So how do we... Well, I won't go anywhere yet if we got questions. So how do we officially start a group build for next year? Do we need to post a picture and a date on newspaper, or just get stuck in? Vignette. Vinaigrette. It's a vinaigrette. It's a vinaigrette. We're calling it vinaigrettes from now on. For the group builds, just go into the go to the form where the group build is, Mike. Post your unstarted kit and jump right in on January 1st. You know, I'm going with the honor system. I'm not going to ask you to take your phone and put the date or grab a newspaper or anything like that. Just post a picture of your unstarted kit on the form in the topic it belongs in, and have at it on January 1st. Actually, Mike, you'll be able to start before us because you hit January 1st before we do. So Eric fell asleep again. Vignette. According to them, they're googly things. Vignette. Okay. Vignette. How about a Vin Rames? We'll call it a Vin Rames. I like vinaigrette. We're going with vinaigrette. So yeah, anybody jumping into the group builds, you don't got to send me an email or anything. Only time you got to send me something for the group builds, and which is actually going to make it easier now that I have the place where I can grab it off the form in one place instead of searching forms. Now that we have a place to showcase your finished models, even if you email me the link to where your finished pictures are, perfect. I can grab them from there, and you won't have to worry about emailing me them. The only thing you will have to email me is an article or something like that for that stuff going out. Hey, can we use PE on builds? For group builds, you can do whatever you want. You can scratch build it. You can use PE. You can paint it pink. Whatever you want to do in the group build, you can do. It just has to fit into that group build. If it's a tank, it's a tank. Star Wars, and so on and so forth with everything else. I don't buy the paper anymore, Benny. I always bought the paper because I like to read the paper, and I always like to do the puzzles in the paper. But they got so expensive up here, it's not even worth me buying the paper anymore. Do I need to email you the photos of my Madi RV or just... Chris, do me a favor. Did you put those in you put them in the showcase thing, right? If you put them in the showcase thing, don't worry. I'll just grab them off the site, because I got to get on that too. Like I said, this coming Saturday will be whatchamacallit, the first weekend of the year. We'll just have a regular show. Next weekend we'll have the live show if I can find, if I got plenty of the group build pictures, we'll do that. And then the third weekend of January will be the Madi vote. And then the final weekend of the month will be, what are we doing? Oh, the plane giveaway. That's what it'll be. There you go. No starting before January 1st. No starting before January 1st. Yeah, so it makes it easier. If you don't know what I'm talking about and just jumped in, I'll go over there real quick again, just to remind you what we're talking about here. Computer screen. So let's see. Like I did mine in the showcase. So this way you don't have to email me. You could put them in the showcase, and then like if you go in the showcase and just email me, or you could even message me on the site, and just grab the link up here, copy it, and throw it into a message. Hey, this is my finished group build for XYZ group build. And then I could grab them all there and do my thing on the back end and work on the pictures and get them ready for a show, because I have to have them all this size. This is all for YouTube, 1280 by 720. And that's another thing that I can't stress enough. You don't have to go crazy like me setting up lighting or anything. Just try to find a good lighted spot and do this. Please put nothing in the background. Even if you get... Hold on, I'll show you. I think I showed you guys last time. It's so much better for people to see your models, and especially when people are voting. If you have all this stuff behind you, and that's just an example. You got all this stuff behind you, and you take a picture of Bert. I mean, what are you really seeing? You want people to see your finished model. If it's a wall, a blank wall, whatever it may be. I'm just trying to help out and get you guys, this way people can see your model better. But, oh, gosh. Oh, they bent my stuff. Kelly put stuff on top. Black poster board. White poster board, blue poster board. Got this at Michael's for $1.29, and that's all I use. I just put it up like this. I put the model there, and then I take the pictures. I have a little unfair advantage. I do have my key lights over here that light it up. You could take regular desk lamps like I have over there and light it up too. But even just getting a simple piece of oak tag, as we used to call it as kids, and put it behind your model, it's so much better of a picture. Or, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm coming back. Or even like Benny did, when Benny took pictures of his General Lee, he had it outside, which was great for, he had natural lighting. So that was awesome on the General Lee. And he had it on, looked like the fence post. But when he took the picture, because of how he focused his camera, or the autofocus did it, it blurred out the background and only got the General Lee. So he had that nice natural sunlight on there. And, everything else in the background, even though there was stuff in the background, you couldn't see what was in the, you can tell what's in the background, but it's a little blurrier, and it made the car pop out more. So you could do something like that too. An IKEA blind, that's a good idea, Mike. That's definitely a good idea. Well, that's what I plan on doing back behind me. The whole wall, like I said, this is all going to be different stations. One is going to be a photo booth station, and I'll just have those pull down things, different colors. This way different models can do shelf on my double door. There you go. And the pictures on the General Lee came out really nice because, like I said, you had that nice natural light on it, plus the background got blurry, so you just saw the background didn't distract from the car. You saw the car. I have someone else take my pictures. Don't pay anybody to take pictures. Take them yourself. Phones work great. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Great group here. Oh, model making truckers in here? Did I miss them? We got to say hello to everybody. I got to get a goofy hat. Oh, you're going to have to get better. Top number 2. Where's model making trucker? Did I miss him? If I missed you, I'm sorry. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Well, Bert in old boarding room is just not realistic to begin with. No, Bert in the old boarding room is definitely not realistic. Generally, wouldn't like. No, it wouldn't look right inside. There he is, model making trucker. Thank you, Jam. Just finding time to actually take your time, model making trucker. The form will always be there for you. You know, anybody, it'll definitely be there all year. Unless I break the site. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think Tommy did the maintenance. He might have done the maintenance, and he might have done it at night. But I'm going to warn you now. Our contract is ending with our old servers, and we're getting rid of those, and Tommy's getting 2 new servers. So these sites, don't go crazy. These sites will be gone. Not gone as in... We have all the databases, but we're going to move them from one server to another. We have backups. Everything's going to be fine. But now we're actually going to we're going to be able to do it when he gets we're going to have 2 servers. One main server and a backup server. So God forbid the first server fails, everything's on the backup server. We can kick that one in and get right back online. But now that we'll have 2 different servers, when we're doing maintenance on the one, we can actually put up the splash screen that says we're under maintenance right now. We'll be back shortly. This way nobody freaks out that the sites have gone down again and Matty C broke it again. Because Matty was horrible. He just broke the whole site. So no, I just don't want anybody to freak out when they see the site down. Tommy's definitely doing work. He messaged me and Paul today that he has the 1 server. And it's funny because servers must be selling like wildfire for some reason right now. And they're on sale. We got the 1 server and we're trying to get the other server, and it's not available yet. So Tommy just keeps refreshing, hoping a server opens up so we can nab it and get on there. So more money, yay! And that's where you guys come in, and we thank you for your donations because that helps out a lot. But guys, it's 9:04. I kept you long enough. We will be here. Discord. Top, are you doing the Discord starting Friday afternoon? We're going to have on Discord, if you're not part of the Discord, the link is on the form. If you go into HLI announcements, it's one of the pinned ones, and it tells you about our Discord. We're going to have just an open forum for jumping in and out all day on New Year's Eve. And then, if you want to come in, hang out for a while, go do whatever you got to do, come back, just jump in. There's be voice chat and all sorts of stuff on there. So we're just gonna hang out. I'm gonna still have my show on Saturday night. That's the 1st, so I'll have my show Saturday night. And then we'll do our thing on Saturday, and then Wednesday. Saturday we'll have the vote to see what we're gonna unbox on Wednesday. And we'll do our thing. How is that different from any other night? Well, we're inviting new people there, Dirk. And not everybody gets in on the voice chat. It's going to be the voice chat. I think Top is doing the video chat too. It's not going to be a typing chat. We're going to have the voice channels open and stuff like that, so we can listen to everybody drunk. So, Kaylin, welcome and goodbye because we're leaving. Starting sometime Friday and maybe as soon as 9 or 10 in the morning. Oh, cool. So it'll be an all-day thing. If you want to come hang out with us, jump in and out, jump in and out. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. And we'll... on how to use Discord. Yeah, if you go to the forum model making trucker, you'll see, go to HobbyLink International announcements, click in that one. It'll give you the link to Discord, and that's just, we have it so we can chat all day long and goof around and stuff. It's not all about models in there. Most of the time it's making fun of Eric. But other than that, you know, we have fun in there, so it's a good deal. It's a tension reliever most of the time. But guys, I just want to say thank you again. Glad to have you here. Kelly's back to do more laundry. Probably gonna have to help Kelly with something because she gave me the mug.
What?
She's giving me the mug.
No, it's not that. This gum was bleeding.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. All right, fellas. Well, I'm off. Thank you again for joining me. Make sure you show up Saturday. Collect that space loot because we have a big giveaway coming up in January. And if you don't know what the giveaways are and stuff, you can always go to the main site. The articles are always up there. Make sure you're all staying safe out there. Be careful, especially this weekend. It's amateur weekend. There's a bunch of freaking assholes out there that don't know how to drink and they get the beer muscles and they're out there driving and stuff. So if you can stay home and be safe. If not, please be safe out there because there's just too many idiots out there these days. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Come sign up at the community so I can see you guys over there. Take care and bye-bye, everybody. Yell bye, Kelly.
Bye.
Bye.